going on to you, Taurus? So you have the Five of Swords, the Ten of Cups, then you have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, okay, the Five of Cups, Two of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Cups. So for you, Taurus, I'm seeing how a lot of you, Taurus, happen to be in a situation where the Five of Swords is about rejection from the past, right? Because usually when you get rejected, it's usually past tense anyway. But the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands represents how a lot of you, Taurus, are not going to put up with the rejection. You don't care. You transcended it, right? It's dissolved. The idea of you being so offended over people's preferences and, you know, they don't want to interact with you and all this other type of stuff is irrelevant. You, Taurus, don't care. You're going to move forward. You know what's important to you. You don't really care about what they've got going on. Or you shouldn't. The Ten of Cups, because you understand that at the end of the day, you can't tell people what they like, what they shouldn't like. And if those people are so interested in that, if they're not interested, and by association, if they're not interested in you, who cares, right? You're not trying to force them to do anything that they don't want to. The Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles represent, so as a result, this is more so about how a lot of you, Taurus, are, again, you're only interested in valuable people who actually have standards, ethics, decency, integrity, right? The quality of your life needs to get better. And you can't really do that if you're hanging around dysfunctional people anyway, that all it is that they want to do is just play. That's all it is that they want to do all day, is just play. And the thing about it is that the Queen of Pentacles now represents, so as a result of this is about how a lot of you, Taurus, are learning how to find a balance even in your own life and understand that, you know what, it's fine because you now know the game. Everybody wants to play the game, see what high value individual they can get as some sort of trophy, right? Use their money, use their looks, use their height, use this, use that, use whatever. And then now when they can't find anything, then they settle down, quote unquote, date down, quote unquote, and all this other type of nonsense with someone that really they like, but they snub their nose up at them and they want to play all these games like they're better than. So the Queen of Pentacles represents you, Taurus, know that. And shout outs to an individual here on YouTube. I'm not going to say her name. For some odd reason, people tend to have a problem with people knowing their value, right? When one side knows their value, it's, yeah, go ahead. But then when another side understands their value, now it's, you need to calm down and you doing too much. No, bump that. And the thing is that for you, Taurus, you're going to bump that. Who cares about what it is that these people think? Live your life. Do you. The Five of Cups and the Two of Swords represents, the Five of Cups is about how, and that's where the regret comes into place from these people, because you, Taurus, are really going to start to see it. You're really going to start to see how a lot of people tend to really miss you when you're not even around anymore. And the Two of Swords is going to be them thinking about the times where, you know, they was just playing, you know, all the disrespect, all the overt disrespect. They're trying to act like, you know, they don't need you. All of that type of stuff were nothing but games. That whole thing was just a game. Now, I don't know what kind of game they're playing where it gets a lot of people heartbroken and even worse, that they think is fun and it's a game. But for some odd reason, a lot of those people tend to think that somehow this is a game, as if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 lives like Pac-Man and all this other type of stuff. So, but they thought it was a game. And now Five of Cups, then when it is that now they're heartbroken that they can't call on you anymore. Now all of a sudden, now it's, well, well, they have nothing to show for it. They understand now that if they were to try to make it sound like common sense, they understand how dysfunctional they're going to sound. So the Sun card now represents, so as a result, the Sun is about how a lot of you need to pay attention to the good things in your life if you haven't been doing it already. A lot of you Taurus have a lot to look up to as they're looking up in the card, right, at the Sun from the ocean floor, right? It's about how it is. It's about how it is that you have a lot going for you, Taurus. You're attractive. A lot of you tend to have money. You want to love somebody, right? So a lot of you, you have a lot of love to give. And there's a lot of people that could want that, for real, for real. And so you have a lot to offer. If no one else tells you that, come over here and let me tell you that. You have a lot to offer, especially if your heart is in the correct place and you know what you're talking about and you're not trying to run game on people, because you only have this kind of disrespect with people who got to know you and they're pompous and they're spoiled and they're stuck up. But let you go into an area in which people have respect for you. You'll see. And then the Queen of Cups now represents, and this is why it is that you shouldn't and don't have to worry. People respect you. It's just that where it is that you may be, people don't necessarily have respect for you. They do, but they have to ridicule you in public, but they praise you in private. And when I say in private, I mean they talk awfully a lot about you amongst each other, or they keep how much they admire you to themselves. But they can't show you that when they are around, no, which is a dub, because how do things get started? No, they want you to do all of this. No, you, Taurus, got to be the one to pick up the slack, right? Bull. So let's clarify some of these cards here. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. So what happens when you continue to date? The Ace of Wands, the Sun, Six of Pentacles, the Justice. Some people are still going to come at you like they have all types of disrespect, but all of that stuff you're not even really worried about. Get them up on out of the way, because those people do not stand for or speak for everybody in the world, right? You can go to different places, you can travel in your own city, if you can change locations or go out and find different spots to make your own spot. Some of the places that you regularly go, you can go out of the country, all of that type of stuff. The world is your oyster, as I keep saying. Do what it is that you need to do. The Sun, you can choose to be single, have fun. Then you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is that, and people will reciprocate you there. But a lot of times, the problem that a lot of you Taurus are having is you feel like people are not giving you the type of attention and the type of love you want, because those people are dysfunctional, very dysfunctional. This idea that they have to trash the very same people who are good individuals. Like, what is that? Who does that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what type of a person does stuff like this? So the Justice now represents, so this is going to be their life. That's their life. Their life is the idea that you, Taurus, don't want to be with them. They tried to run game on you. They couldn't run game on you. You left them alone. You're getting to know other people. They can't stand the sight of it. So if you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website. It has all my social media outlets from my website, in which you can get private tarot readings from. Click the buy now button. It is clickable. It'll redirect you to my PayPal, as well as over the buy now button, I have a Cashapp cash tag. For all the people that have Cashapp, I do have Apple Pay as well. The link to my clothes is there. My Instagram page, follow me there. And also the books that I have that are on Amazon, the link to that is also there. Thank you. I want to say thank you very much, and I really appreciate you.